Hundreds of Iraqi women are heading towards the Ministry of Work and Social Affairs in Baghdad on a daily basis to request financial aid from the government due to deteriorating economic and social conditions, as well as the loss of their husbands and providers.
Reports issued by the State Ministry of Women Affairs in Iraq indicated that 300,000 widows live alone in Baghdad. Meanwhile, the number of women divorcees living in Baghdad is 1.5 million. 4 million are illiterate.
Alone, they confront poverty and destitution, leading to a very difficult life. They are responsible for themselves and families after having lost the breadwinner. This is the situation for more than 1.5 million Iraqi women who have become widowed during the war on Iraq. Hundreds of Iraqi women regularly visit the Ministry of Work and Social Affairs in Baghdad to request financial aid from the government. Meanwhile, their suffering worsens with the unstable security situation.
I have 2 sons who were kidnapped. I returned to the house and my first son was gone. My second son was kidnapped in October. I am a widow. I don't have anyone. I came to file my papers for assistance.
Only 84,000 widows in Iraq have been able to obtain aid from the government that amounts to between $40 and $58. One of the widows said that she faces extreme hardship in raising her children with such little amount of money.
I'm a widow. My husband was killed by terrorism in 2006. I have 4 children. I and my husband's second wife are partnering. She has 4 children. The salary is very low. It's so low that the other day my son wanted to go to the cemetery to visit his father's grave, but we didn't have enough money.
وتشير بيانات وزارة الدولة لشؤون المرأة في العراق إلى أن 300,000 أرملة يعيشن في
Reports by the Ministry of Women's Affairs in Iraq indicate that 300,000 widows live alone in Baghdad. In addition, 1.5 million women are divorced and about 4 million others do not know how to read or write. The State Minister of Women's Affairs in Iraq, Nawal al-Samarai, submitted her resignation on February 5th, protesting what she described as the lack of resources designated to confront the large number of widows, unemployment, oppression, and incarceration.
The State Ministry of Women's Affairs does not have sufficient capabilities and lacks human or financial resources. Also, the State Minister is not given the appropriate authority in accordance to the laws governing the ministries. So my presence in this position doesn't mean anything. I cannot achieve anything in this position.
With the lack of education and trainings for women to re-enter the employment market, these Iraqi women are losing opportunities to obtain salaries to support their families.
The Iraqi society must put forth greater efforts to help women obtain their rights. We have women who work and are qualified, but even now many women are illiterate and there is a large percentage of needy women who are not qualified to work and are uneducated. We need to make greater effort.
Despite aid administrators, women's committees, and state ministries, a large number of widows and divorcees in Iraq continue to suffer amidst very difficult conditions. However, they still hope that they will one day be able to lift the burden from their shoulders.